We'll call to order tonight's Committee of the Whole for the Auburn City Council meeting for January the 7th, 2025. City Council has the minutes from the Committee of the Whole from December the 17th. Are there any additions, corrections? If there are not, is there a move to approve?
So moved.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And the minutes are approved. Board of Zoning Adjustment, excuse me, Mayor Pro Tem Witten.
Yes, sir, we have two vacancies. Terms begin January 21, 2025, and end January 20, 2028. We have incumbents Mary Boyd, supernumerary, who's served one full term, and Marty Heffron, who's served one full term in a regular position. I would like to nominate Mary Boyd for a second full term.
Second. All right. Have a motion, a second for Mary Boyd to serve a second full term. Any comments or questions? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And we'll confirm that later on the agenda.
And then I'd like to nominate Marty Heffron for a second full term.
Second.
All right, have a motion, a second for Marty Heffron. Any comments or thoughts, questions?
May I ask a clarification? They're to serve in their existing roles?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, any other questions? Good. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And we will confirm that later on in the agenda. Any questions on tonight's agenda for the city manager? All right. City manager, is anything for the council?
No, sir.
Okay, is there a move to adjourn?
So moved.
We are adjourned, and we'll start the regular meeting right at 6 o'clock. Please visit as you'd like, okay? We'll call to order tonight's Auburn City Council meeting for January the 7th, 2025. We welcome those that are joining us live. We also welcome those that are listening on WANI and watching through our streaming services. With the roll call, Lindsay?
Adams,
Here.
Koblenz,
Here.
Dawson, Griswold,
Here.
Mormon,
Here.
Parsons,
Here.
Taylor,
Here.
Here.
Anders.
Here. Would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and then remain standing for a moment of silence? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. Happy New Year to all of you, and this is the first meeting of the year and first meeting of the month, and so we are proud to introduce you to our outstanding employees as well as a couple of other commendations. We are proud to introduce you to our January City of Auburn Employee of the Month, and I have a memorandum here from Will Matthews, the Executive Director of Public Safety Services, to Megan McGowan Crouch, our City Manager. I'm pleased to nominate Trent Mitchell for the January Employee of the Month. Trent began his employment in the city's Emergency Communications Center in July of 2020 as a part-time public safety telecommunicator and quickly demonstrated his aptitude for the position. He advanced to full-time status in February of 21 and earned a promotion to PST supervisor by December of 21. In less than 2 years, he transitioned from a trainee to a leader who mentors others, consistently modeling servant leadership and fostering a culture of growth and excellence. Thank you. As a supervisor overseeing computer-aided dispatch maintenance from 2022 to 23 and a Microsoft Excel expert, Trent pulled and analyzed field units response and call processing time data to not only enhance training standards, but also to establish measurable performance goals. Trent's CAD and Excel expertise also benefited the Auburn Fire Department by providing critical data for the Insurance Service Office survey, and his proficiencies continuously helped the Auburn Police Department pull various data points of interest. A self-developed geographic information system enthusiast, Trent initiates impactful collaborations with the city's GIS division to improve address point accuracy and jurisdictional boundaries in CAD and mapping display systems. His efforts culminated in the Chihuahua State Park addressing project that enhanced public safety effectiveness and reduced emergency services response times. As the Emergency Communications Center's training coordinator since 23, Trent has made strides to re-engineer the training process. His use of data-driven insights has improved trainer output and trainee success, elevating the Emergency Communications Center operational standards. Trent's pursuit of improvement, coupled with his responsiveness and encouragement of others, makes him an invaluable asset to the Emergency Communications Center, the City of Auburn, and its citizens. Congratulations and thank you so much. We appreciate it. We're proud today to recognize the 2024 Alabama 7A Girls Cross Country State Champions again, and have a resolution here from the Auburn City Council. It says, whereas the Auburn City Council is pleased to honor Auburn City Schools, its faculty, staff, and students for their excellent achievements and contributions both inside and outside of the classroom. And whereas the 2024 Auburn High School Varsity Girls Cross Country Team was crowned the 2024 Class 7A State Champions at the Oakville Indian Mounds Park on November the 9th, 2024. Whereas the team secured their 7th title in the last 8 years with a thrilling 1-point victory over Hoover High School. And whereas sophomore Sarah Toll earned the distinction of being the #1 ranked runner in the state of Alabama. And whereas the Auburn High School girls cross-country team consists of team members Kate Sprantley, Adeline Clark, Maggie Shaw Cox, Valerie Escalera, Abigail Hardy, Hannah Quan Larson, Sarah Toll, Jenna Beth Wade, Audrey Erath, Abby Murner, Riley Plexico, Natalie Schoonover, and Linnea Cox. Now therefore it be resolved by the City Council of the City of Auburn, Alabama, that the council hereby recognizes and formally congratulates the coaches and players from the 2024 Auburn High School girls cross-country team for its outstanding achievements and exemplary efforts in representing Auburn City Schools and the City of Auburn. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be spread upon the minutes of this meeting and presented to head coaches Erica Skidmore and Jake Wade and assistant coach M.G. Maddox and the team. Adopted and approved by the City Council of the City of Auburn on this 7th day of January 2025. Congratulations, ladies. We're very proud of you. Okay. Well, congratulations again to all of our outstanding employees, especially tonight to Trent Mitchell. Congratulations on being the Employee of the Month, and we're thankful for all of our employees and their outstanding efforts, and congratulations again to the ladies on the girls cross-country team for what an outstanding program and an outstanding job they have done again on behalf of the City of Auburn. Just a couple of things, some mayor's announcements tonight. We're very excited about the imminent opening of a couple of facilities that have been worked on for a little while here. The Lake Wilmore Community Center will be opening for basketball next week, and how joyous it will be for me personally to see children playing basketball in that facility. We will be working hard to get the rest of the facility open soon. This is a long time coming. It's been a long time since we've opened a community center, and our community deserves this, and I look forward to many happy moments with our families and our community. And then also the Public Safety Training Center will be opening soon, and how proud I think we all are in the council, this council, to be able to be a part of something that provides the men and women who protect us a place to have continuing ed and continuing training and not have to leave and pack a bag to go do any of that, but they can do it right here in our community. They can invite their partner agencies around our area and to come and do whatever education and whatever that they would do to create even tighter bonds. So when those times come, that we're prepared for them. And I just look forward to both of those facilities getting open. As a side benefit to both of them, there will be voting locations for our community in 2026 as we go through state and municipal elections, and we look forward to that being a great for our community as well. With that being said, what happened on New Year's Eve in New Orleans was a reminder to me about all the great work and all the preparation and all the worry and all the concern and all the investment that goes in to prepare our community when we have events. There's a lot of things that go on in Auburn. We have a number of parades. We have a number of downtown events. We throw toilet paper in Toomer's Corner when we win ball games. We have festivals in the spring. We get together in big groups often. And it's incumbent upon our public safety teams to prepare for us and all of our activities. And they do a great job, and I appreciate them. And certainly our prayers are those people in New Orleans who have been affected by their losses, including the young man who was an Auburn graduate who lost his life that night. But it made me thankful for the effort that I know that goes into preparing Auburn for those times. Also want to say congratulations to probate judge Bill English, who will be conducting his final meeting this month and will be retiring. He has served for a long time in Lee County. And I know he is looking forward to some quieter lifestyle. And I just want to tell Bill, thank you for what you've done for our community. And we look forward to working with Jerry Colley, who'll be sworn in the next couple of weeks. And finally, we're excited to be the hometown, at least the college hometown of Miss America. And Abby Stockard won that award the other night. And we have enjoyed watching her as a Tiger Paw for the last couple of years. But congratulations to an Auburn student who won a major national award, and we're proud of her. Anyone else? Okay. We will move ahead then with Auburn University Communications.
Hey, good afternoon. I hope everyone enjoyed their holidays. We are looking forward to welcoming back students onto campus on Monday for the second semester. And then in addition to a new semester, the Student Government Association has been working hard over the break. Our lobby board has organized a Learn to Lobby Day. This is where students will gain valuable insights from guest speakers. This event will be on January 22nd and will encourage students to become advocates for their education. And then next, as we approach February, our elections team is preparing for spring elections. These elections will determine key leadership positions, including Miss Auburn, SGA president, vice president, treasurer, and then senators. Candidates are organizing their campaigns, and it is going to be a competitive and dynamic election week. That's all. Thank you, and War Eagle.
Yeah, War Eagle, thank you. Thank you. All right, this time is an opportunity for citizens to communicate with the city council about items that are on tonight's agenda, only items that are on tonight's agenda. So if you'd like to speak to the city council about any of these items, and as I look through the agenda, there are no public hearings, so this will be your opportunity to speak to us. Please come forward and give us your name and address for the record, and you'll have 5 minutes to speak to the city council. Only on agenda items. Okay, seeing no one, we'll move ahead to city manager's communications.
Mayor, under City Manager's Communications this evening, I just wanted to announce, as I did on December 17th, one vacancy on the Industrial Development Board for non-expired term that will begin upon appointment and end October 9th, 2028. That appointment will be made at the February 4th City Council meeting. Item 7A that shows up under my announcements as the Rebuild Alabama Act requires that the city engineer provide a detailed written report to the municipal governing body at its first meeting in January each year. The report for fiscal year 2024 is in your packets, will be attached to the minutes and posted for public review. During fiscal year 2024, the city received $528,780 in revenues and applied those funds to the following projects: North Dean Road and East University Drive intersection improvements, Annaloo and East University Drive intersection improvements, and some design work related to North College Street, Drake Avenue, and North Gay Street intersection improvements. No action is necessary. So our first item of business is the consent agenda. Does any council member wish to remove an item from the consent agenda and deal with that item individually?
I'll take item 8B.
8B,
B2, excuse me.
B2, okay. 8B2. Anyone else? Okay, 8B2.
Item 8B2 is it's a commendation resolution honoring Auburn University SGA Director of City Relations, Jack Studel. Unfortunately, Jack is already out at his internship, but we didn't know he was leaving prior to the last meeting, so that's why we're doing this tonight.
Move for approval.
Second.
Have a motion is second. Mr. Koblenz?
I just wanted to bring this off the consent agenda and just tell Jack how much we appreciate the efforts he did as our city relations, director of city relations, for SGA. Thought he did a wonderful job. I hate that we missed the opportunity to do so in person, but I just wanted to make sure we noted that and not just pass it on the consent agenda.
At the last student council breakfast that we try to have monthly, we recognized him and spoke and said some nice
Correct.
things and had a picture made, and I guess that photo will be available at some point in time. But anyway, Jack did a great job, and I appreciate you bringing that forward. He was very dedicated to this and was very conscientious. So we appreciate it, and we're thankful for all of our students that come and give their reports on what's going on campus. So thank you. All right, we have a motion second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And that motion passes. Do I have a motion to approve the balance of the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further questions or comments? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And the consent agenda is approved. Ordinances.
Under ordinances, item 9A establishes no parking zones on both sides of Miller Avenue between South College Street and South Gay Street. Unanimous consent is necessary.
I'll introduce the ordinance and ask for unanimous consent.
Second. I have a motion and a second. Does anyone on the council have a problem moving forward with the vote on this evening? Seeing or hearing none, any questions or comments? Okay, Lindsay with a roll call.
Koblenz,
Yes, ma'am.
Griswold,
Yes, ma'am.
Norman,
Yes, ma'am.
Parsons,
Yes.
Taylor,
Yes.
Fitton,
Yes.
Adams,
Yes.
Sanders.
Yes.
Under resolutions, item 10A authorizes a change order with Emergency Equipment Professionals Incorporated for the Pierce Custom Enforcer tiller truck for the fire department in the amount of $14,183.
Move for approval.
Approval.
Second.
All right, have a motion and a second. Any questions, comments?
The anticipated delivery date for our fire truck?
So we were anticipating, I believe it would have been January of 2026, but now we're looking more at an August 2025 delivery. So it's exciting because you agreed to purchase this in October of 2022. Lead times on these are tremendous. And so we're pretty excited to get it 6 months early.
Any other questions, comments?
Ish, 6 months-ish. Yeah.
Okay, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And the motion carries.
Mayor, those are all the items of business we have for you this evening.
Okay, at this time, we'll open the citizens' open forum. This is your opportunity to speak to the council about anything that might be on your mind. You have 3 minutes, and we'll ask that you could please come forward and give us your name and address for the record. Please address your comments to the council.
Susan Bolt, 1188 East University Drive. Happy New Year, Mayor, Council, and City Manager. I love this time of year. We just got finished celebrating Thanksgiving with our family and then the birth of our Lord at Christmas, and we had time to reflect on all the things to be grateful for. It's a great time to start over fresh and just have renewed optimism. I wanted to start the new year reflecting on our city of Auburn and some of the things that I'm thankful for as a city of Auburn. I truly love living in Auburn. Tonight, I want to acknowledge some of the people and services that I appreciate in our city. As you know, I only have 3 minutes, so I'll be brief. For starters, the Citizens Academy that I was able to participate in, I don't know who spearheaded that program, but I thought it was an amazing program, and hats off to the person that did that. Allison Blankenship did a great job the year that I participated. All the department heads here in the room and not in the room, I've had an opportunity to meet a lot of you. It's obvious that you enjoy your job and do a good job, and you help make the city run smooth. Some of the other programs that I'm aware of and have participated in and appreciate are the used cooking oil collection, so that we can collect that and recycle it so we aren't dumping it out anywhere, so that it has to be picked up. The Electronics and Hazardous Waste Collection Day, I participated in that this year, and that was incredibly well organized. It moved fast, and it was very efficient. I keep hearing fantastic comments about the Town Creek Inclusive Playground. My kids are grown, but I always appreciate hearing families talk about that and getting to enjoy the resources. The bulk trash and trash amnesty pickups are very helpful and keeps Auburn looking great. I like the Fix It app. That's a nice way to do non-emergency issues. I've used that, and I'm very impressed with the response there. Of course, Parks and Rec always has a lot of activities for all ages, such as ballroom dance. And then I participated in the Auburn Toy Drive again this year at Christmas, and it's amazing to see the generosity of the Auburn citizens. But I also wanted to thank the mayor, city manager, and the city council for all that you do. I can only imagine the amount of time that's required to follow up on the many concerns from involved citizens. Mayor, I appreciate the amount of time that you spend as an ambassador for the city like you did earlier today. Mr. Griswold, as a small business owner celebrating 45 years in business, I particularly appreciate your questions about expenses and the reasoning behind how our tax money is spent. Please continue to do that. Mr. Mormon, my Ward 5 representative, I appreciate our candid conversations and your insightful and thought-provoking questions. Thank you for always responding and returning my phone calls, texts, and emails. To the entire City Council and Manager, thank you for also accepting, responding, and returning my phone calls when I have a question or concerns. My goal is to truly have a great Auburn. Thank you again, and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Who'll be next?
Before that starts, my printer didn't work, so I'm having to use my phone. We'll see how good I do. Thank you. Good evening, Mayor and Council. My name is Robert Wilkins, 261 Denson Drive, Auburn. Resolutions for 2025. Auburn citizens' hopes, concerns, and desires for this City Council with its remaining 22-month term. This City Council has provided Auburn with better roads, increased jobs, increased business developments, city budget approvals, zoning approvals, and much more. But more emphasis needs to be on people issues. First citizens resolution to declare a citywide youth emergency in the city of Auburn while involving the entire community. On October the 18th, 2022, during the council meeting, Mayor Anders stated he was 11 years old when Frank Brown was opened, and nearly 50 years later that Lake Wilmore was built. But one speaker stated it was only about 25% of the youth recreational needs. We cannot allow the health and the well-being of our youth to be in jeopardy. Second citizens resolution, hold 2 meetings with Councilwoman Taylor and her constituents in Ward 1 with the mayor, city manager, chief of police, and the police officers who are assigned to that area in listening and understanding their issues. Third citizens resolution, try to figure out a way to stop the destruction of the once loveliest village on the plains and its community while too many residents and lifetime residents are leaving the Auburn area. Fourth citizens resolution, allow all 23 boards and commission positions to be open to all citizens instead of allowing 8, 10, and 12-year terms by a few. The more involved, the better. Fifth citizens resolution, the cost of Auburn's housing is outpacing most cities in Alabama. Auburn is blessed with the ability to generate revenue with less infrastructure than others, but it also can utilize the creativity of Auburn University. Figure out how to build houses at less cost, also setting up a foundation for the purchase of property or any other type of ideas. Sixth citizens resolution, keep Ordinance 3288, but add an exemption clause by allowing any Auburn citizen in any zone with proof of homestead exemption be allowed to have short-term rentals. It will be 4 years this March since Ordinance 3288 short-term rental was passed. We're requesting that this ordinance be improved and that certain Auburn residents no longer be punished. These 6 desires come from the heart and soul of the Auburn people. It is time that you listen to your families, friends, neighbors, and yes, your constituents. We citizens believe that there can be only one reason that you became a mayor or a council member, is that you love your citizens. Thank you.
Who'll be next?
Hey, Sarah Collins, 875 Cobb Drive. I just wanted to say Happy New Year. I'm looking forward to another great year with you all.
Okay. Who'll be next?
Hey, good evening. Jeff Walker, 2078 Autumn Ridge Way. I guess I'll echo with everyone else on Happy New Year. One of the things I kind of want to speak about this evening, one of the previous speakers mentioned that elections are coming up. I think we talked about it earlier in the mayor's announcements too. There is a group of that represent us here in Auburn. We're proud of our education here in Auburn. We have some of the best education in the state. But the citizens of Auburn are not allowed to vote on the school board members. I'm not sure really when that changed. I was probably younger and wasn't as politically active as I have become over the past few years. But today, if you want to, be part of the school board, it comes before this small group, and then the school board is selected out of that. I think it's time maybe we look at changing that, and maybe the school board should be part of our regular elections here in Auburn. It's something I'd like you all to think about and consider as we have, the midterm elections coming up, nationally in a couple of years. It would give us a little time to plan and think through that. But today, if we don't agree with our school board, we really, as a citizenship, don't have an opportunity to change that. I'd also like to consider, maybe shorter terms or some term limits in our school board. There's some folks that have been there for a pretty long time. I don't know that you get any changes if you don't refresh blood there. One of the other things I know the school board kind of monitors and manages the school administration here in Auburn, and I just don't know that they're doing that properly today. I believe there may be some discrimination going on in our school systems targeting certain students, and that the school board and the administration of the schools are looking the other way or maybe a part of that. I have been and will continue to bring that up there at that forum. But as it stands today, as a voter, I don't have a voice when it comes to our school board. And I'd like to see you guys consider that and possibly change and allow the citizens of Auburn the opportunity to vote in or vote out new school board members, no different than we would if we in a ward were upset with your participation as council members or mayor. So I'd love for you to consider that, and I will probably come back and ask again and like to hear about it again later. Thank you.
Who'll be next? You? Okay. We'll close citizens' open forum. Will the council have a response or anything? Okay, is there a move to adjourn?
So moved.
All right, we adjourn.